When you go home, you look at the houses in your neighborhood and you count them, and you know that behind every fourth door, statistically speaking, there's a case of conjugal violence.
A Montreal nonprofit aimed at community outreach and prevention in relation to intimate partner violence says they've recently had to double their shelter's capacity from 9 to 17 beds, operating at maximum capacity, sometimes sheltering up to 24 individuals at a time. For 33 years, Shield of Athena has provided aid, and demand for their services continues to rise, urgently needing more space and funding, with the organization adding a fourth point of service, a 17-apartment second step shelter that is still under construction.
What does that tell you about the necessity of the services? We are an essential service. Shelters in Quebec are there to safeguard the lives of women and children, and the most vulnerable of these women and children.
Executive Director of Shield of Athena, Melpa Kamateros, says there has been a big push in Quebec to establish second step shelters, which are places where women with children can stay for an extended period of time rather than an emergency shelter. 1 in 4 women have reported intimate partner violence. The highest age group of victims are women between the ages of 25 to 35 years old. Since the beginning of the year, femicides in Quebec have doubled in comparison to 2023.
It's like, you picture an iceberg and you only see the point, and you know that under that point there's another 2/3 of glacier.
Kamateros said the most horrendous statistic is underreporting, with 1 in every 3 cases being reported. Only 30% of the cases come to light. Most recently, 29-year-old woman Guang Mei Yi was murdered in Candiac after alleged death threats from her partner. Kamateros says men are also victims, calling for more education for youth and enforcing a law for conjugal violence to be considered a criminal act.
And we also need a law that puts conjugal violence in perspective. Men are part of the issue. They have to have a say in this. Not all men are violent. At the Shield of Athena, we take the women with the children. They're part of the package, right? We get a lot of single women as well.
To help offset expansion costs, the nonprofit will be hosting a fundraiser on November 23rd in hopes of providing a new safe haven for victims in Laval and Montreal.
Don't worry. You can get to a safe place, okay? There is a safe place for you. And if you or anybody you know is in danger, call 911 and report the incident. There are safe places.
In Montreal, Tehosterihens Deer, City News.